Hello guys and welcome to Storm Legion Beta. And today we're in a nice view, got my nice character, got my nice whatever, my scythe. It's a nice view around here, it's freaking awesome. And today I'm going to be doing a leveling guide for Storm Legion. Yay! So, right, let's pop on the mount and let's look at this spec. So, they changed the new sign for Harbinger, and if you didn't know, they also brought in a new Synergy Crystal for Storm Legion. I don't even have this gear anymore, I've got better gear. Anyway, the crystal's pretty good, increases your lightning blade damage, so the additional damage that your lightning blade does by 40. And while you're using venom blades, which I'll tell you in a second, it increases all your damages by 175 damage. This is awesome! But the only thing is, will these synergy crystals here be the ones when we're doing Cruciate Raid and Regulus Raid? So is it worth buying at the moment? So, your decision if you want to spend 100 synergy crystal, 100 inscribed on a synergy crystal for, say, leveling, even though we might not need it for whatever. It's up to you, your choice. So, let's start off with the spec. You're going to be using 51 Harbinger. Woo, Harbinger! So, why would you want Chloromancer, which is a healing, with Harbinger? Well, Harbinger is life and air. So, with your life slashing attacks, it will proc natural awareness, which gives you 25% more intelligence for 6 seconds. This is awesome. And then the rest of them, 3 of them, you got to increase your damage by 3%. Yeah, blah blah blah. And then you've got an Elementalist, you've gone for Bitten Cold, which increases your critical hit, and then you've also gone for Charge, which increases the critical hit and damage of your lightning strike by 10%. Why? Because you got a ability here called Eldritch Armor, which has a 50% chance of your slashing attacks to reduce the cast time of your next ability, or cast time ability by 2.5 seconds, and reduces their mana cost by 40%. So we're going to be using Lightning Strike, woohoo, on procs. So let's see what we got in the in the Harbinger tree. Got increased spell power, got increased your slashing attacks, movement speed. Yeah. This is going to be level 50, straight into this tree, etc. And then increases your slashing damage with piercing beam, blah blah blah. And up in the tree, you got some shields when you get hit, and teleports and crap like that. Yeah, basically. So when you're leveling up, all your other points want to go into Harbinger. You can stick them anywhere you want. Dodge, more run speed. That isn't really useful, but oh well. In here, which I don't know, it could be useful if you dodge or parry all the time and on a mob. Anyway, what abilities do you want to use when you're leveling up? You want to use Eldritch's Armor. You want to use the Reaper's Blade and Life-Giving Veil. This spec is also actually the best Harbinger DPS spec, but I'll do that when level 60 because no point of doing it now. So when you're on a mob, if you just got one mob, I would advise using Piercing Beam because it increases the slashing attacks by 11% for 30 seconds. And then there'll be 2 macros that will be linked in, or a few macros that will be linked in the description below. We've got Single Binger, AoE, Opportunity and Charge. So you want to use Piercing Beam and then just keep on spamming the single one. You want to use Tempest Winds whenever it comes off cooldown. It's a really good ability. And you got Lightning Strike, which is really nice, which is on the procs, which I'll show you soon. If you've got more than one mob, 2 mobs for example, still do the same single, but instead put Blade Mark. What does Blade Mark do? You can put it on another enemy, and while you attack the enemy that does not have Blade Mark on them, you will do damage, the same damage that you do on the enemy without it, with it. But you also do 30% less damage. So put that on one mob, and go back to the other mob, and just keep on using your normal single stuff, and you'll be perfectly fine. If you feel like your health's going really down, on a proc you can use Vile Spores to increase your to basically give you your health back because it's cast time and you've got Life-Giving Veil on. It doesn't do as much, but you know, It's nice. You also got heal, which also comes back off cooldown when you crit, and you've got increase your dodge by 40%, blah blah blah. So, any other things while singling mobs or trying to pull mobs around? Yes, there is. It's called Phantom Blades, which was on the Synergy Crystal before. This is a 30-second cooldown, and it also increases your single target melee range attacks for 30 meters for 30 seconds. So I could be in range for like 15 seconds while doing Phantom Blades. But seeing as on the Synergy Crystal it's a DPS increase to use it, sometimes you might have to time it well for parts on bosses or whatever. But anyway, you can use this to pull mobs. Instead of having to charge up to them, just use this, pull all your mobs you want to, and then kill them while it's on cooldown. Any other cool abilities? Yes, you've got charge. We've got two charges. We've got Blade Rush and Phase Step. Blade Rush is in this macro here, and it's a first ability. Just a charge. The other one is a teleport behind 5 enemies and it deals damage. So this could be quite annoying, but also it could be quite useful. There's also a retreat, but only works if you're in melee range on the mob. Charge blade. Use this all the time. It basically takes away, or it basically does 20% more damage on your slashing attacks. But when a slashing attack is used, it only consumes 5 charge, which means when you get an opportunity, you can use lightning strike and then use it again for crystallized missiles, whatever, and you should never lose charge in theory, which is good. You've also got like interrupts, stuns. Stun's good if you're trying to get on your mount and run away. Stun is good. And you've got the intercept, which increases your mana, blah blah blah. So, what about AoE? Do you have any AoE? Yes, we do. We actually have an ability. It's actually in my macro. It's called Lucient Slash. That deals life damage up to 5 enemies, and also additional X amount of damage, whatever. Because mine's all trained up to level 53 over the next few seconds. So basically, you could have it just on there on its own. But because I like when I'm leveling up, I like to deal more damage to the single one as well. I kind of have them as both, in both of them. So let's go find some mobs, I say, and show you the difference. Well, I'll just show you what Lucent Slash does, not in the macro, because it's pretty nice, and all the other stuff. And if you don't know what this place is, this is called Tempest Bay. This is a new zone for Guardians and Defiance. Really big, huge, that's massive. It's just unbelievable. So I don't know. Let's go here. The Brawl. I think this is Duskan, which should be death. So there'll be a lot of death related things all around the place. Also, this will be on the Gamer Beans website. Make sure you check the description below for the macros, or check the description below for our website link for the spec will be. Very good. Stupid load screen whenever it comes. Here we go. So let's go find some mob somewhere. Oh, they're just little tiny little fuckers. We don't want to go them. Well, more big mobs. Okay, what's this? Ooh, big mob. I like the look of him. And these, okay. Right, so as before, Phantom Blades, I say use this to pull mob. So there we go. And now I'm using my melee attacks in ranged. And they can also use the opportunity to pull them. And there we go. And what does Lucient Slash do? Here we go. So Lucient Slash. But it also, because it's life damage and you've got life-giving build up, it also procs life-giving energy all the time. And which is fucking insane! Insane! So you can basically just kill all these mobs with the AoE. Actually, I think that might be better than the macro, but it's up to your choice really, what you want to do. But yeah, so Phantom Blades, if I really want to. This is the copy has to go up to you. I'll kill you from here. Wow. And look, he's dead. Very nice. So Harbinger is going to be really good for pulling mobs, AoEing down. You've got life-giving energy, so you're never going to die really, because you've got loads of different life-giving things back. So you've got Lucient Slash, best thing to do if you're low in health, use Lucient Slash. On procs, use Life-Giving, Vile Spores, and the conditions. Why are we using Reaper's Blade? Reaper's Blade because it deals an additional life damage, but it also heals the mage. So every time you do some slashing attacks, you're probably going to heal yourself. So you're going to heal yourself with your Reaper's Blade as well. But also when you kill an enemy, either in PvP or here, you also do deal an additional 20% more damage for 15 seconds. So this one is really good for soloing and whatever, and the Reaper's Blade is more for DPS. So you could use the Reaper's Blade if you really wanted to around the place, but I think that the Reaper's Blade is going to be better, because as you can see, look, healing over 100, and it's also doing an extra like 700 damage. So this is pretty insane, in my opinion anyway. So let's see if I can, I don't know, pull a few more mobs. Okay, Phantom Blades of cooldown, let's go. 4 more mobs, more mobs! Okay. Oh, damn it. Stupid things left. But anyway, as you can see, the Reaper's Blade is healing me, and I could use the Vile Spores, getting a big heal, well, not a big heal because I'm not low in health, but as you can see, this is the split you're going to be using. If you're using my other macro, basically you just be doing single target attacks, which also has a life spell in there, which has a really big heal called Vorpal Slash. So I still think the macro might be better because you have the ability. Is it? No, that's air damage. Let me find it. Vorpal Slash. Here we go. Deals an additional whatever life damage and additional damage over time. This is good because this actually was a 2 or 5 second cast. But in your tree, you reduce the time of it by 100%. So it means it would be like a 5 second or 2 second or 2.5 second cast time heal. So if you want a big heal, that is also good to use because it will heal you pretty big with a slashing attack. So I still think the macro might be quite good, unless you just want to use the pure AoE, then whatever you want to do. So this has been me, AlphaXX. This has been a little bit luck of the Storm Legion Beta, a leveling spec guide for 2.0. If you want more Storm Legion stuff, say and I'll do it. If you don't, you want to keep it a secret, this has probably been a bit of a spoiler on a part of the zone, I'm sorry, but here you go. Cheers guys, bye.